Hello and welcome to Jojo's Big Frankenbeans, Central Virginia's sci-fi and pop culture podcast. I am one of your hosts, Big, and with me as always...
We just discussed this, not as always.
Because we're here together every time. I mean, I don't have any other...
I guess we're... Okay. Frank. Anyway, Frank. Yeah.
And Bean. I see the way this show's going to go. Adversarial from the beginning.
What have y'all been up to? What's up lately? We don't talk so much during the week like we used to because we try to save it for the podcast.
Let's see. What did I do this week?
Same as last week?
No, actually not. It's been very nice here the past few days, like 70 degrees, so I rode my motorcycle.
Nice.
Yesterday, and then I played video games.
Imagine that.
I did go out and ride my motorcycle, so I did accomplish something this week.
I guess it's time for me to pull the Hellcat out of the garage.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm digging the weather too. I got the pasty whites showing today. I actually got to wear shorts for the first time in a long time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Digging it. What about you, Ben?
I finally got my truck back.
Oh, that's right.
So my truck was damaged in an ice storm, and they've had it for a while now. So I finally have my truck, and it's all the way it used to be. Nice again, so I'm very happy.
Giddy up. So what do we have on the docket for this go around? I'm actually excited for the end though.
We got Superman and Lois up first, episode 3.
Yeah. So what did you guys think?
I absolutely loved it. I right from the get-go. I mean, we have Clark playing with his family, and he hears a bridge collapsing in China and instantly goes over to China and saves all these people on the bridge. And sure, at a few times it looked a little cartoonish, right? But come on, this is a weekly TV show, and we had like the pinnacle of a movie right in the first
very beginning,
2 minutes of this show.
So I had that same thought when he was holding up the bridge and he saved it from the guy on the boat and then he waved. I was like, this is classic Superman right here. Like, this is what I've liked about Superman Clark Kent. Like that's so classic. This is the movies. It's just like the movies.
He acts like Clark Kent too. when he's Clark, he acts just like the original. Like, yeah, it's great. He does a good job.
That seriously could have been in any movie. I mean, it was that good.
Yeah, I was kind of worried. So we're 3 episodes in, and I was kind of worried. They're bringing in the family drama and the nice guy that Clark is. And I was like, am I going to get enough action out of Superman? Are they going to pull this into a drama? Because the first one had a nice balance. Second one had a nice balance. Third one, also a nice balance. They introduced some new villains in it. They had superpowers as well. I'm digging the show. Love it.
Yeah, I was wondering about that guy. I mean, who's this guy that's going toe-to-toe with Superman? I mean... they didn't really give him a name or anything, and he even didn't he die in the episode? I mean,
he did. He got laser vision.
Laser vision him, so we didn't even find out who he was.
Nah.
I guess he wasn't important. Oh, he was just this guy.
He was an extra.
Powers. And
anyone that can go head to head with Superman and knock Superman down to the point where he's face down, almost unconscious. I want to know that guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
And then the girl just comes up and wastes him, so he was not important.
Apparently not.
The girl took care of him quick, so I don't know about when her and Superman meet.
So did y'all think of who that girl could possibly be from?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. What was the girl's name in Superman 2? that was with Zod.
Zod.
I don't remember.
That's where my mind went immediately when she has like heat vision.
Yeah, that I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's a good thought process there, I think.
So Supergirl had like an arch nemesis, I guess, in the comics. And I'm trying to think of her name. It was like Leslie Lars or something like that. And I was like, okay, so it's not Supergirl. Because she just didn't look like Supergirl. I could be wrong there. But I thought maybe it was Supergirl's arch nemesis. Basically, she like took Supergirl's power from her at one point, and she was like an evil Supergirl. And I was like, man, that might be her. I was like, and so Supergirl and Clark have been in the what was the series they were in together? Well, I guess they were in Supergirl. Because Clark was in, or Superman was in that one too, and I thought maybe they brought her this new villain in, and it ties in with Supergirl, and they're going to bring her into
like a crossover between the two
Superman
shows.
Superman and Lois at one point. Not saying it's going to happen right away, but maybe at one point they're going to try to work it in there.
Well, I didn't watch the Supergirl show. This Superman, the guy who's in Superman and Lois, was in the Supergirl show?
Mm-hmm. I believe so. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not many appearances, if I remember correctly. I didn't see every episode. My dad is a huge Supergirl fan, but I don't think it's so much for the show. I think it's more for
Supergirl.
Exactly.
Maybe her legs. I don't know.
But he popped up a couple times, and there was another TV show that they were.
Never mind.
Superman popped up. Oh, you dirty.
Apologies.
Yeah, but it was.
So this nemesis you're talking about, if she was in the Supergirl show?
So she was in the comics. I never saw her in the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was. If I remember correctly, she like sucked her superpower out of her, and then she became.
This getting dirty.
This on regular TV.
No wonder your dad's watching this.
I thought you said you didn't like that show,
No,
man.
I don't like that show.
But you should, huh?
Man. Maybe I'll start watching it.
No, in the comics, that's what happened. Is that she grabbed her powers. I'm not going to say sucked again. She grabbed her powers, and she basically had the same thing as Supergirl. So I was like, wonder if this is,
Could happen. Yep.
I think it's like Leslie Lars, or I'm probably butchering the name. I do that often, but yeah.
That sounds like a good name. That could be a good. That's a supervillain name.
Yeah.
Good job,
If not, it should be.
It should be. Yep. Should be.
I also enjoyed watching Jordan Kent wreck shop on the football field.
Oh yeah.
I like how they keep you guessing about which one of the brothers is going to turn out bad. Like from one week to the next, it changes back and forth if one of them is going to turn out bad.
Well, that's what I was going to say, too. We don't know that one of them's going to... We're just hoping.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And why do we want Clark's family wrecked?
Well, it's not so much we want it wrecked. I mean, we just want some action, and that's going to have some action to it.
Yes, definitely.
And what I found interesting, too, was, okay, so he's wrecking shop on the football field. He's putting the football players in their place after they've bullied him and whatnot. But there's only really two motivations that could be there. Either he wants revenge, or he just simply likes hurting them, right? And either one, no matter which one it is, either one is very not Superman at all.
Well, he told Clark that he was just doing it because he felt accepted, but
yeah,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So
I don't know.
But it was nice to watch. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, thought it was a great episode.
Yeah, I kind of thought he would rough him up a little bit before he laser visioned on the whole football team, like we talked about last time. I was like, he'll wear him down a little bit and then just mow through him. It was a good episode.
Then we get Lois having her car blown up by Morgan Edge. She's getting too close.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right?
Who knows? Who knows? Might not have been him.
Don't want Morgan Edge suing us.
Right.
Yeah, that fictitious company.
We're sending somebody with powers after us.
Ooh.
Right. That might be even worse.
I was surprised that Lois was just like, oh, somebody with powers. Because they haven't really addressed anybody else with any powers yet.
Right. Even Luthor was just in armor. He didn't have powers.
Yeah, nobody seemed surprised that this guy had powers. So I guess it's a known thing in that universe that there's people with powers.
Lois
Already.
is a badass, though. I think, for somebody that's not having powers, she stabbed that guy in the side of the head.
In the ear.
That was so brutal.
And when that happened, you could hear like the crunch sound or whatever, like the mush sound. And I was like, oh, gosh. I'm like, get it, Lois. Tear him up. Who needs Superman?
And then that guy still went head to head with Superman.
Yep, whether you have powers or not, that's got to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the ear.
Yeah. Yeah. So did y'all checked out Debris?
I did.
The second episode?
I'll tell you, Debris, the first episode, I was very much in the mindset of, okay, we've got the X-Files or Fringe Part 2, the same show again. This episode, I was like, okay, this is something completely different. This is not just rehashing everything.
They did tie it into the first one because we were talking about that before. That was it going to be like
they're
Fringe,
they're
like
building
what you were saying?
backstories on the people and kind of making you interested in their lives.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like with her father coming back to life or whatever's going on there, or his clone or whatever. And I think those guys that are teleporting in and out, I think they're good guys. I do not think they're bad guys at all. Calling that one early.
I was very impressed with how they built the story. Like, they really built the tension well. You get introduced to Eric, this guy we don't know, and he's freaking out. And then all of a sudden we get introduced to two
Another
Erics.
one, yeah.
And it builds and builds, and the tension builds and builds until you get Brian facing himself in the room and then having to kill himself. Just that whole arc was just, I think it was just perfectly done.
I hope he killed the right one.
Right. Yeah. What if he's not the right one?
What did he say?
He said something to him like, I can't let you take it, or...
Yeah, I can't take it, or something like that.
yeah. So what did that mean?
I
So
don't
he was
know.
talking
They
ab-
didn't explain it.
Well, my thought was he was talking about the debris that went in that house, because wasn't that house where like a big portion of the debris hit and then it made the ring around the house? I thought that's
Yeah.
what
The house was the center of the ring.
So
And
I-
that house is where, in the
debris went
basement of
through.
the house was where the debris was.
Yeah.
So that was my thought, is that he told him he couldn't take it. He meant you can't take, like, this is holding it all, the whole ring together.
I took it as he was saying he couldn't take it. I can't take this.
Oh.
That's or something along those lines. I didn't see it as a command as you can't take this or something like that.
But if he was him, maybe. Never mind.
I get you.
I'm gonna get into that
Well-
little too deep.
So the Eric guy, he was having, like all of his other clones, like what was going on with him? He was like having flashbacks or whatever to something that happened in his life. Is that what it, like the job thing? Isn't that what they were saying?
He was saying how he had to do a presentation and he was freaking out about it, but it ended up being his girlfriend. He was trying to get to his girlfriend at the end. Now I think he changed his mind somewhere in there.
Right. So that was like something he longed for, right? Like that was something is that why he was trying to get in contact with the girl?
I took
Or-
it as like they had some kind of fight, and maybe even it was about his job.
She was leaving,
And-
and he called her back.
Yeah, and he had to choose the job or her, and he was choosing the job all along until the end, and he chose her. That's reading a lot into it.
Right. So
But-
why would the main dude that shot himself say he can't take it or he can't handle it or whatever? Like what?
I don't know. I'm
What
not
was
even exactly
that?
sure what exactly he said.
Right.
I'm not sure if he said it, you can't take it, or I can't take it, or it could have been her too. I kind of thought there might have been a her in there.
We'll have to rewatch it and see exactly what he says.
Yeah. But I have a feeling it's coming back.
Yeah, I thought that too. Because something weird was going on with the cloning of the people. It's just something's happening there that's not. I don't think we've seen the last of it. And I'm glad they did that with the show. I'm glad it's kind of not like you said, the X-Files or something like.
Yeah,
something
and
like that.
You don't need every answer in the first 10 seconds either. You can hold on to some mystery and bring that up in the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
And they do that well. So it's going to be good. I think that's going to be a good series.
Yeah, I agree. That's one of my new favorites.
It's going to have to be because our shows are running out.
We're only missing one show. We're only missing WandaVision.
The Resident Alien is coming close to.
You think it's coming close to the end?
Well, I mean, they have to be coming close to the season ending soon.
Well, the Marvel Universe, they got a lot of stuff in the mix though, because they're doing what is the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I don't think that's a series. I think that's going to be a movie. But I could.
No, that's a series.
Oh, is that a series?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I just saw Loki pop up,
Yeah,
a trailer
that's
for
another
Loki. I did not get a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah.
But it had Owen Wilson in it.
Owen Wilson's in it?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be like a comedy. Like I feel like it's going to they're going to do the trickster thing with Loki. Like they're really going to emphasize on the trickster part of Loki. I feel like that anyway, but I haven't watched any of it, so I don't know.
Do you know what character Owen Wilson's playing?
No idea. Like I literally just saw it right before I left the house to come here.
Doesn't Loki mean mischief? Or
Yeah, he's
the god of
mischief. Mischief. Norse god. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We've got to wait. I think it's next year, beginning of next year, before we get to Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness or whatever. So they've got a lot of time to build and pull in information and characters into that. So I feel like each show is going to have a little, not maybe every one, but they're going to kind of pull a character from each one and throw them in there, pop them in somehow.
right. Did you watch the trailer for Loki?
I didn't. I did see it, but saw it, I think, on YouTube TV or maybe Disney Plus or something, but I actually didn't play it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know it was out yet. But I think the next show is Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's going to be the next one we get to see.
Yeah, Bucky Barnes.
And that's a series, right? That one's going to be a series?
That is a series, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. I like old Bucky Barnes with the bionic arm. And
Didn't Iron Man rip that arm off in the Civil War? Was it Iron? I remember him getting the arm ripped off in Civil War. I can't remember who did it. I think it was Iron Man. I don't know.
I wasn't a big fan of Civil War. I saw it one time and
I saw it at the theater and fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I just recently rewatched it. I think last weekend when we were here, I believe.
Yeah, I liked it. So I watched the trailer and then I just was kind of reading about it, and they're actually going to do a backstory of the Falcon, kind of where he came from, who he is, how he got there. I mean, they basically already did it for the Winter Soldier, and now they're going to do it in the Falcon. And so that should be kind of cool. I like it when
that'll be good.
Yeah, I like it when I find out about like where they came from and how they got to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think the Falcon wasn't he an injured soldier? Because I think when we first see him is in one of the Avengers movies when Captain America's running around the monument in D.C., whatever that monument is.
Yeah, he said he lost his wingman or something like that. So he thought he was a paratrooper. But he wasn't a paratrooper. He was, I guess, a guy with wings. Like a legit wingman, I guess.
Right. But that's all they say about him, really. Like, that's the first time we see him, I think, in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
When is that series supposed to start?
March. I'm going to say it's either 13th or the 19th.
Of next year?
No, this year.
This year. So
in a few days.
Next
Yeah.
week.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. What's today's date?
Today is the
October.
12th.
Today's the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my guess is they're probably going to do it on the 19th because that's next Friday.
Okay. We got we have Justice League as well. I think that's the 18th.
Oh wow.
Very soon, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have a lot of TV watching to do coming up soon.
So, what do you guys think about the latest episode of Resident Alien?
Do you even have to ask that?
I don't.
Freaking love it.
I know where it's going.
So when I watched it, and I text y'all, and of course we don't talk about it, but I was like, "Did you guys watch this?" And my second thing that text was, "Dude, ... dude, ... like, come on, you gotta watch this." Oh my gosh, it's so funny. It was so funny.
I absolutely loved the bit about him wanting to have a disguise and the mustache.
And the kids.
He said, I would do a mustache as a disguise, but then I'd have to be a firefighter or a pedophile.
No, he said he'd have to get a job as a firefighter or a pedophile. He thinks being a pedophile is a job.
And then they had the second gag on the same premise where he's actually wearing the mustache. And the kid tells him, Mr. Whatever got arrested for looking like that.
Because
hilarious.
He was the pedophile.
Oh, it was great.
That was so funny.
So
funny.
I still. So when they smoked the weed and he went and he was all high or whatever, and he talked to the octopus in the tank, I still can't figure out if he was just so high he was seeing things,
right.
or if he was,
if that was really his cousin. Like,
right. It could go either way.
Yeah, because I was like, no, oh yeah, no.
And then they showed the girls talking to the other creature, the eel. They were talking.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Funny.
I love the joke before they got high too, where the girl said, booze and pills, you can't do that to make yourself feel better. Get the pot.
Get the pot.
Yeah, it's like, those drugs don't work. Try this drug. Just go down the line.
That's right.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised they haven't tied the other doctor in more. I thought he was going to play like a bigger, more sinister part.
Oh, I think he is. I think he's a complete fraud.
They're putting him there. You think they're keeping him like behind the scenes now? They introduced him, but they don't want you to see him too much because it's going to be a surprise, right?
I don't think he's a real doctor, because he signed off on the kid going to that special school for his fake illness.
Right.
He signed off on it.
He didn't even look.
He didn't. And then Harry said, "Oh no, the kid doesn't have to go." And then the doctor's like, "Oh yeah, he doesn't have to go."
Right. And then when what's her name? 12 Trees. Astra. She says she's reading the kid's terraphobia thing. And she says it in front of the doctor, and he doesn't really acknowledge terraphobia as not being a real thing. She says is that even a thing? And he doesn't even say. So,
Well, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, I completely think he's just a complete fraud.
yeah,
I don't think he's
somebody
real.
else. He's placed there for whatever reason. But yeah, that's probably correct.
And then we got some action from the deputy and Big Black.
They got a little friction going now. Yeah.
Yeah.
She beat up his, or actually
She beat up the sandwich.
Cletus's hamburger.
And Cletus would still eat that hamburger. He wouldn't care because he's a dog and not a human.
And she said she was going to eat it.
Yeah. Can't go to waste. So.
That's right.
I think it's about time. She needed to do that a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And this, I don't know if y'all know this, but this month is Women Empowerment Month.
I didn't
National.
know that. Yeah.
So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, empower the women. Yeah, get it, yeah. I was like, finally.
Oh, too
Awesome.
Just side note, after Harry was done talking to his cousin or whatever, the octopus, and then he got into the little boy's house, and he's sitting there eating like chips, or Funyuns or whatever in the bed. He's like, it's easier to break into your house and steal it than it is the store.
Can you tell your mom to put popcorn on the list? Can you tell your mom to put popcorn?
He really wanted that popcorn.
He did. So they had like the little conversation of, finding the last piece. And then at the end, he was like, I urinated in your bed. And then he like got up and left.
That was hilarious. That was just great.
It just stuck in my head. I was laughing so hard. I'm sure my wife didn't watch it with me, but I'm sure she was probably like, what is going on in that room?
Yeah, that episode was very funny.
That was one of the best ones.
Yeah, that's a great show. Very, very funny. I hope it sticks around. Hope they don't take it away from us.
I hear it's doing well. Or, this is what I heard from was the Sci-Fi Channel's promos. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. But
they wouldn't actually come out and be like, "Yay, check this show out. It sucks."
But at the same time, if they were thinking about canceling it or something,
they wouldn't talk about it.
Wouldn't talk about it being a hit or anything like that.
Yes, let's hope people forget about this thing.
And it goes away.
Sweep it under the rug. Never happened.
I was flipping through things to watch the other day, and have you all ever seen Black Lightning?
I haven't watched it, no.
So
Neither have I.
I haven't either, right? And I was like, oh, it's interesting, another superhero character, sci-fi, and I was like, maybe we could, throw this into the podcast. So I watched, I guess it was like a preview or whatever, and it was probably like, I don't know what season they're in, but it wasn't the first episode, and I was like, oh no, I was like, if this probably isn't something that we should bring onto the podcast. I mean, it has Wayne Brady, right? Wayne Brady, the comedian, as a serious bad guy in it. And I'm like, you can't do that with Wayne Brady. It just doesn't work. I don't know. And so I played probably I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of whatever episode I was on. I wasn't even paying a whole lot of attention, and it was, it was not good.
Wayne Brady, the dude from Whose Line Is It?
Yeah, he is.
You said he's the bad guy?
He's the bad guy.
So does Black Lightning and Wayne Brady, do they do a hoedown?
Maybe. I didn't watch that much of it, and I don't think I'm going to watch any more of it. But when I saw him on there, I was like, and he was serious. I was like, I can't take him serious. I'm laughing at him, and he's playing a serious role. I just couldn't do it.
Wow. I had no idea he was in that.
So maybe if y'all get the chance, if you want to maybe do an overview of the first episode. Maybe I missed something. Maybe it's great. I just did not get a good feeling out of what I watched.
If anyone out there in YouTube land is looking for a job, there is an opening for a casting director on Black Lightning.
There should be. Wow. Yeah. How do you mess that one up? I mean,
I don't know.
There's certain people that are just made for certain jobs, and you don't picture that guy as a villain ever.
No, he didn't crack a joke the whole time, the whole episode that I watched.
Look at it this way. We didn't used to think of Bill Cosby as a villain, did we?
Good point.
True.
Good point.
It's good to mix it up every once in a while, I guess.
True. I don't know.
I don't know if it is.
I think that's what got Bill in,
Wow.
in trouble.
Oh, man.
He should have stuck to the pudding pops.
Maybe he used the pudding pops.
Oh, God.
Lordy.
Anyway.
So tell me. So we were joking episode 1 about people unboxing their presents on YouTube, and like some little kid's worth like $2.5 million. And I guess fast forward to our 3 episodes later, we're joining that club.
We are.
So we gonna be
because
worth-
I want $2.5 million. No, we are going to do something a little different. We are going to do an unboxing.
Of a gift.
So this is the McFarlane Toys, the remake of the original Spawn action figures that came out in 1994. So I ordered these action figures a year ago. I went back and looked at the original emails and everything. It was April of last year that I made this order.
Wow.
It was supposed to arrive in November, and there were delays, of course. Then it was going to be December, and, obviously now it's March.
What took so long?
There was a number of problems, and most of it was associated with the pandemic. So the latest round of problems was just getting them through customs. So this was a Kickstarter campaign from Todd McFarlane, and he didn't use his normal methods of making the figures. So the way he described it is, with his own company, he has all these deals and whatnot to expedite things because they know what to expect from him and his company. But since it's all new, he was basically starting over, and that's where all the problems came from. But we finally have it, and I would imagine there's probably a lot of people out there like me who have been waiting a year and may not have their figures yet. So there's probably a lot of people that would appreciate seeing this unboxing.
Everybody else has theirs already, Ben.
Probably.
You
I'm
were the
probably
last.
the last.
Only one.
I'm the last jerk to get it.
I'm
and
surprised they didn't drop it off at Advanced
It's been
Auto
sitting
Parts.
at Advanced Auto Parts since like 3 months before November, and Ben just didn't think to look there.
What was I thinking? I mean, all packages go to Advanced Auto Parts.
Of course. Somebody got tired of moving it out of the way at Advance, and they were like, dude, this is that guy's freaking package again. Call him up.
There's 3 action figures in here. There are there's a modern Spawn, a classic Spawn, and an artist proof. And when you made the order, you could choose one or all, any combination that you wanted. I got one of each. That's pretty nice there. I mean, these little plastic pieces. Show those to the camera, Frankie.
See?
Little plastic pieces to keep even the boxes safe. And if you can't really see here, all the boxes have the Spawn emblem on them, and then even the tape that they used has McFarlane Toys and the Spawn emblem.
Any clue how many they made of these? Like, I'm just wondering how rare they are.
I don't know. The only way to get it is through Kickstarter. So there was, you're not gonna find this in a store anywhere. in tissue paper even. So this is now the third box in a box, which I'm happy for because I didn't want anything damaged.
It's going to be this big when it's all said and done. The thing is supposed to be like 20-some inches tall.
Well, now with collectibles, you have to save the boxes, and so now I've got like 500 boxes I have to save just for these 3 figures. Let's get this out of the way so all of your cameras are not blocked. Very nice box.
Oh, they got a date, 1994 to 2021 on the side there.
Very nice. Kind of spin that around so everyone can see it.
That is a nice box.
I sense that you meant that somehow dirty.
You definitely
Not
did.
at all.
No?
What are you guys talking about? Can you see that big? Look at that. Check that out.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Wow.
Spawn on it.
They spent some time
Really
on
nice. That's not in the way, is it?
that. No.
It's not messing up anything.
Certificate of authenticity with Todd McFarlane's signature on it.
Wow. Are they numbered? Like, is it a numbered toy or?
Let's see. It doesn't give a number. It does say, thank you for participating in the first McFarlane crowdfunding figure. Because of your support, the remastered Spawn Kickstarter figure earned a total of $3.4 million
Oh, my.
with over 23,000 backers and set 2 Kickstarter records for a toy.
Wow. Good job. Let me see that thing.
Let me show it to the camera.
Okay.
You see that big?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There you go.
That's official.
Official.
So here's a list of everything that comes with the figure. It gives a list of articulation, weapons, chains, accessories, etc. I'll show that to the camera as well. All right, and let's see here.
You'll have to make some kind of plaque for this, Ben. And
Yeah, definitely. So this one is the artist proof. Unpainted. Here's one of his swords. A screaming spawn head.
did you guys know that they made Mr. Potato Head gender neutral now? Not sure if you guys were aware,
I don't know
but
why. Like, who cares?
I mean, I always thought that you kind of put his parts on to make him either like a male or a female. Didn't they have like male and female parts, like eyes with like makeup on them and stuff? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I never. The only thing that made him a Mr. or a Mrs. was Mr. or Mrs. before his name.
So
That's what
so
I
they
always
just
thought.
So I'm curious to what it looks like, because did they just take Mr. and Mrs. out and it's just Potato Head?
I don't. I haven't seen it, so maybe.
But you still get the mustache and hat and all that stuff. I have
Yeah.
to look into it.
Yeah, but yeah, they did that.
So it looks like a Mr. Potato Head, only he's missing his little potatoes.
Exactly. But I mean, I guess if he still wanted to be a Mr. Potato Head, you could put his little potatoes back on. Because I guess you can choose. It can choose what it would like to be.
Wow, look at this thing.
Very nice.
Oh, that's crazy looking.
They made that box so it's like Fort Knox.
I don't think you have enough room in the comic cave to display that. I mean, you got stuff everywhere.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna need a razor knife to open.
No, it's
Oh, it pops open?
resealable.
Oh,
that's one of
excellent.
the things that McFarlane was promoting was, you can take these out of the box and
And actually
You can
play with your toy a little bit.
Yeah,
Or
you don't have
check
to
it
worry
out.
about screwing the box all up.
Wow.
And it comes with a comic book.
Do we need to take this off of the... We're going to run out of room eventually.
We are going to run out of room. There's the McFarlane Spawn artist-proof comic book.
That's really neat.
Foil on the Spawn logo there. That was very nice.
Better be glad you don't have any kids. They would destroy that immediately. Or dogs, or they would destroy it too.
I would destroy them.
All right, Lex.
Man, this
There's
is really
there's
nice.
certain things you just don't mess with. And a man's McFarlane Toys is one of them.
Wow, this is nice.
Yeah, this was pretty worth a year's wait.
Not intended for children under the age of 14.
You got to give that back.
Mental age or physical age? So I'm expecting to get like, 1 million views after this.
Just because we're opening up a toy.
Yeah, I think all you have to do is like hashtag unboxing a toy or unboxing toy on YouTube, and it just goes viral.
Is that how it works?
I think so, man. I don't know. I've never watched anybody open up a toy before.
I haven't either. I did see one by accident. I forget what I was looking for. And I was looking for information on something. And I clicked on a video that I thought was about the object I wanted information on. And it was just someone opening a box. They didn't even speak. They didn't have a microphone or anything. It was.
How many views did that have?
I have no idea.
2K or 3K views. So, like, are you going to legit set these up in the comic cave?
Of course.
I figured you would. I tell you, you're going to have to, blow out this wall right here and just push into the next room.
The comic book room, I do think, is going to have to expand into the rest of the house. It's just going to be a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a good job so far of maintaining it in just one room, but yeah, that's going to have to end. There he is. I don't know if you're really on that camera or not.
Nope, let's switch it. There you go.
All right. That is the artist-proof Spawn remastered action figure in all of his glory.
The chains give it a nice little flare.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think that's probably my favorite one. I'm going to say that without even seeing the other ones.
Well, yeah, of course it's your favorite one. He's gray.
It's the best color ever.
You want to take it and maybe we could set each one this way so once you get them all together, we can
Get a group shot.
Yeah. Ooh, putting it all back together is going to be the hard part. I guess you're going to end up setting them up.
Well, I think, I don't know that we're going to have room to do all of them. We might just have to settle for the one.
So we could do an unboxing every.
Oh no, we're not. I'm going to be opening all of them. I just don't know that this room is going to provide the space needed right now. But yeah, that's the action figure there for everyone who's been waiting on their figures.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It is. It's definitely worth the wait. It's definitely worth the money. I can tell you this is really high quality. I mean, there's definitely some weight to this figure. It's not chintzy at all. It is very nice.
You sound like my dad right now.
Let me see that thing.
Because he'll like go to the store or something, and he'll pick up like a toaster and be like, "Oh, that's good quality. It's heavy." Like, what?